Good morning, my lovely Sagittarius. Welcome to your monthly reading. I have my notes here with a lot of channeled true messages for you, and we're going to speak about the planets, what's happening for you, or what they are doing for you. As always, check what resonates, leave the rest with the roles. You can be male and you can be female, and my reading's always timeless, even true that this is for me. Yes. I heard the winds are changing for you. And I had this vision of a little girl being trapped. The feeling that came from this was being trapped in some kind of guilt about something. Being trapped because of a person. Being trapped because of a memory from the past. And I got freezing cold when I said memory from the past. The little girl, I had tingling sensation. Puppet master, I heard. Like someone someone had control over you when you were a kid, maybe. And I want to point out, even though I saw a little girl, doesn't mean that it's only for people. That it's only for females. They're totally yeah. It's also for the aliens out there watching it. Wow, that really brought me out of line here. Welcome to this planet. This is not what you thought it would be, huh? Don't ask me what this is about. Okay, anyway. It can also be for a male. But the little girl for me symbolizes something very vulnerable. Something feminine, the energy of the feminine. What comes to mind is this, like, we are creating with the feminine energy, and the masculine energy is this energy of putting something out or doing something. So for me, this is like you had a lot of daydreams but you never got to fulfill them because of something else, because of something that happened. It's strange because I also feel that this is like someone who is a kid today, who might feel, maybe you have a daughter or a son who might feel like something got shattered, like a dream got shattered. But again, the winds are changing. Okay, let me just look through, because it's actually some days ago that I channeled things down, or wrote things down for you. Fun times are beginning from now. It starts with the Jupiter in Aries from the 10th of May and until the end of October. So it has already started for you at this moment where I'm recording it, because this is the 13th of May. So something is starting and it will come to a close in October. This doesn't mean that like something poof is gone again. It just means that there is a process of something you want to create, something magical, because Jupiter is the planet of luck. So if this is like you in the process of buying your dream house, opening up your business, there is a very fun creative time happening right now. And then in October, boom, it's out there, it's ready, it's like you're finished. You like writing a book, right? And then it's finished, it's being published. Could be for someone. But you need to do something now. You need to jump into these changes. This happens because, like I said, Jupiter is the Jupiter of luck. Yes, the planet of luck. And it is in your 5th house of fun and opportunities. The 5th house is all about fun. Try to also look at what you have in your 5th house. Try to look at the positive sides, but also the bad traits. For some reason I had this feeling of someone's aura is being activated with purple. Wow, like bright purple. Well, that is the crown chakra. So I wonder if some of you guys are stepping into your spirituality, your psychic abilities, your mediumship. It's like I see as a person, like when you move, the purple aura is moving with you. Like it's always moving with you. And I feel for you it might be actually important to dance or to move your body. Like maybe do like belly dancing or like sensual Yeah. And I had this vision of like I think it's in India, right? They have these like tiny bells in the hand, or what is that? And they have the garments, and then they're like doing this like, or is it in Egypt? Where do they do that? But that is what I saw. Very interesting. So maybe that is like a culture you're interested in, or maybe you're from that culture. You have done that. There's something about a mother. Something you have inherited from a mother. For some of you guys, it's ability. For others of you, this is like a thing. Like an item. I heard someone was very excited about this. Like to the point where you want to pause this video to go find this thing. Showing it to me, even though you know I can't see it. If you find the thing, write it in a comment. I would love to to know. I got emotional with that. Wow, you're off to a good start, and I saw 616, so that is new relationships coming into your life. Okay, there's something around home as well with you. There's a lot of activity in your 4th house as well. Saying goodbye to a job. And it's strange because it feels like there's some kind of crisis involved in this because of obviously the planets. I heard old mentality. No? Someone corrected me. Not an old mentality, but something mental. If it's not mentality, is it mental health maybe? That could be. Yeah, something that's toxic. Something about one's mental health. I totally tapped into like a stony face here. Like this feeling of actually handelsslammel. It was a Danish word that came in. What is the American terminology for that? Handelsslammel. Not being able to do anything. Just, yeah. I don't know how to translate that word. I'm sorry. But if I should put into word what it is, it's this energy of like you want to take action, but you just like your body can't move, like you freeze up in a way. And I feel it has something to do with one's mental health and this crisis that's happening. But it feels like it's because you're saying goodbye to a job, or it's having to say goodbye to a job, or having to say goodbye to a home. Your home. The battery is blinking. I might actually just change the battery so that it doesn't just cut off what we say, and then I'll try to shake off this feeling of being handelsslammel because I can't work like that. That is a heavy energy, so that's a big, to the point where it actually hurts my limbs. It hurts my whole entire body. Wow, that is panic attacks. Wow. We don't want that. Okay, let me shake this off and change the battery, and then I will be back. Alright, I'm back. I actually had a moment where I just really like felt like crying heavily, like it just overtook. So I burned some Palo Santo. That was a heavy energy. And there was a sentence popping up. And again it came out in Danish, which is interesting because I never channel in Danish. So it could be because that one of you guys are Danish. Or it's just like because that the spirit that had this message wanted to tell it to me in Danish. What was that again? I can't remember what it was. But something about, oh my god, I don't know if I can do this. Like suddenly, like it's something that you, yeah, like everything just becomes too much. Because there is a realization that something is ending. Yeah, something is happening. It's not because of someone passes away or something like that. No, it has something to do with anxiety. And something to do with like having to leave a job or having to leave a home. But it's your choice. That is what I want to say. But something happens that actually makes you force, or actually makes you force, that forces you to rest. And like I said, it's nothing dramatic. It can be stress. It can be that you have too much on your plate, too many projects taking on, too much work from other people. Like you try to work for yourself and do your work, but then you are also so kind to do other people's business. You have someone who is in stress, and because you are independent, because that you are empathic, wow, you take on this other person's energy, and it kind of makes you sick. But I feel that in this, it is actually important for you, if this comes into your life, that you feel stress, or there is something about your health, because again, 4th house, that you take the time out, because that in this process of you resting, you're actually going to realize something very important when it comes to work, when it comes to how you can take charge of your career instead, in a new way, how you can go after what you really want to go after. So there is a change in career, and it is something that is forced by the universe. I do feel so. Yeah, it is. And with that, you're becoming like this new person. You embody something new. Like if you have been dealing with anxiety or this depression or stress or something like that, I feel it's something you're overcoming for good in your life. It might even be something that has been in your family, like a lineage that you are breaking out of in a way. I also feel there might be something with a conversation around this, maybe with a boss or with someone that you trust, where you're like, I can't do this. Okay, Spirit, would you please take this energy off me, because I can't sit here and be emotional. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. But there might be someone who tries to convince you otherwise, like you have to just take a weekend off, or you just have to breathe through, you just have to do this, you just have to do that, or why should you leave this job, because, you know, what about money? Why do you feel like you need to move to another city just to start out? You know, there might be someone who's like trying to convince you that you should not do this, it's not a good idea. Yeah, but it's a good change, whatever is happening. There's noises. New career, new money is coming in, but I really feel for you that right now you just need a time where you can breathe through. Another thing that came true for you is that there might be other things that you have to say goodbye to. It has something to do with your transformation that you're going through. This might be something about a car, bicycle, whatever is driving you forward. It could be a home, like I said, it can be friendships, it can be relationships. And if you have a sibling, you might get some challenging news around work, or news about that something is breaking apart, or something is not going to happen as it was planned out. And again, this is all because of Mercury Retrograde. I will say that it's very important for you to actually be the supportive person in this, to support them instead of judging them. So there might have been something with gambling with a sibling, or something, they did something wrong that breaks some kind of plan that both of you had. Obviously, it doesn't have to be a sibling, but the house rules siblings as well. So it could be because of a sibling, but it could also be because of something with work, like a colleague, a boss. Yeah. To get back to the magical thing that's happening, because of Jupiter, from the 10th of May and until October, we have Jupiter in Aries, and Jupiter is the planet of luck for you. Because of Jupiter, there could be this fiery passion, the beginning of romance. It's the most romantic time for you. So if you're single, there is opportunities for you to meet a new person. It's a very enjoyable life. It's a very enjoyable energy that's being pushed into your life. even though there might be something around stress or health, it's nothing negative, but it's actually moving you into, like I said, a period of time where you have the opportunity to think about what you truly want, and from that you move into a new career with more money. I do want to point that out. So no matter what breaks down or what changes in your life this month, it is actually positive. I do want to point that out. There is also this energy of being very hyper, being very active. There's a lot of energy. Like if you could, you would probably go do bungee jumping, just because that you feel this energy. Venus is going to be in your 5th house from the 2nd of May and until the 28th of May. The 5th house is all about fun. So yeah, again, when it comes to romance and sensuality and fun, you're ready to go. It is really helping you with inspiration. It's helping you with finding power and finding passion to overcome whatever dull moments there has been. And I will say to you that you should actually take advantage of this energy. Another thing that's going to happen for you in May is that you're discovering something that brings you a lot of joy, something you are diving into. If this could be painting, this could be that you are into astrology or crystals or YouTube or, well, whatever it is, music, and you're just diving into it. There's so much joy, and you're just realizing that you actually have a skill in something here, something that you're really good at, something about a hobby. And like I said, take advantage of this. Really go get it, do all the research, put your energy into it. But I also will say there's still a lot of things going on when it comes to your 6th house. Yeah, there's still things that you need to unfold. There's still things that you need to take control of, especially when it comes to your mental health and when it comes to stress. Again, don't take on too much. It is a time where you need to have fun instead of doing too much work, because maybe you're like, well, I am not depressed, or I don't have anything with my mental health. You might be on the what do you call that, the flip side, to actually turn a little bit of stress into a big amount of stress, into depression, right? Like, if you don't slow down and put your focus into fun things, then it could turn into something more than just a little stress. And also, again, don't take on other people's stress. And the 6th house is all about routine, so that your day-to-day work, your health, your responsibilities, you need to look at all the details, especially if you are someone who is moving or changing your career. With Mercury, look at all the details. Make sure that there's no ends that are unfinished. There probably has been a big shake-up in your life around the 30th of or the end of April when it comes to these themes, with responsibility, with health, with your home, with work, with your day-to-day routine. We have a lot of magic for you. And like I said, there might be unexpected news from a person, from work, something is changing, legal matters, again, details. Mercury Retrograde is also in your 6th house. Again, there's a lot of 6th house activity. Another thing with Mercury Retrograde and with your 6th house is that there might have been some agreements that was put in place with a boss, with a business partner, with a family member, that you might need to relook, like overlook, redefine. Like you might need to change something or go through the details again. There might even be past customer who contacts you, who wants you to look over something that happened back then. Like someone might be asking you, why did you do this back then? Like, why is these numbers not correctly, or why did this shipment messed up, or why didn't I receive my item, something like that. And it might not be your fault, but for some reason there might be someone from the past who actually contacts you. So again, if there is something that feels very stressful, step away from it and ask for help. But I will say again, Mercury Retrograde, if you are dealing with ties to a boss, to a family member, to a business partner. There might be something that doesn't fall through, or something that gets changed in a way. And it might be because of work or because of health. Your work, or the other person's health or work. There's also going to be a aha moment when it comes to work. How you can move forward with work. How you can do things and still be mentally happy, I want to say. And the last things I want to touch upon is the Luna Eclipse. That is once again triggering your 6th house. Look back at what happened work-wise or health-wise around the 4th of November last year, and also around the last week of February this year. The themes that came up in your work during those times, health-wise, might reach a peak point. There might be an end, or there might be a milestone. For example, if you have had a long time sickness, mental health, whatever it is forever going to be out of your life. Like I said, you might say bye to a home or a country or a city where you have lived your entire life or since around that time. Or you are, like I said, you know, done with the book or whatever it is, and you're ready to put it out there. There's something happening where you're realizing that this is how things need to be, or this is how things are going to be from now on. So leaving a job or focusing on health, focusing on feeling good is the focus for you. And I will take cards to see what else we can get. It is pretty beautiful. Something is going to be revealed for you, and it's just going to feel so refreshing. Yeah. And if there's something not falling through with something with a boss or with a family member or something like that, again, it's actually for the better, because it moves you in direction of a new career and more money. I will point that out. But let's see what we can get for you. Yes, Ace of Swords. One thing I heard was someone not telling the truth, or something like you're trying to get the answer of something but you don't get it. Yes. So I am doing the cards in a new way, because I do want to look into you as a person, your past, your future. Whatever is the grounding matter here, the secrets of whatever is happening in the hidden, and your higher self, your consciousness. I do like that you have the Queen of Swords, which is actually interesting, you being a Sagittarius. So I wonder if some of you guys have air in your chart, like you're taking on this air aspect in your chart. You're looking at whatever is new. What was that? Was that Moon? Because he has this, like, I don't know what you call that, telescope, whatever you call that. You're being independent, you're being honest. I just pay attention to all the birds. Actually, I never paid attention to that. So birds are all about messengers or messages coming your way. So there might even be something about a Libra or a Capricorn in your life who will be very honest to you. There might be something about being independent. There might be something with a divorce, I heard. Also because in the past we do have the Tower. So there is a moment where it just collapses. Where you're like, there's like, yeah, like if a house, this is nothing that's going to happen, but philosophically, if a house burns down, you can't move into that house anymore, right? So the universe actually forces you, like we actually also talked about, to move into something new. And one thing that also comes to mind, because we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, there is a change when it comes to work, or when it comes to something you thought would happen in a specific way that doesn't happen this specific way that you thought it would. There might be something with creative blocks, and one thing I pay attention to is this, like with the wing, like she has taken taken the wing off and it's like painting it, so you have to repaint something. You have to redo something, like relaxing, right? Be in tune with your hobby, because that brings money. And there is blue butterflies, there's pink butterflies. It's important for you to also nourish your relationships, no matter the chaos that comes from the relationships right now, especially if there is something with a brother or with a boss, with a masculine aspect, I feel, with a masculine person in your life, father. There might also for some of you guys be a relationship that does hold you back. Virgo, I heard, so there could be something with a Virgo. Again, there could be something with a Capricorn, a Libra, a Gemini, Aquarius. But what's hidden underneath, we have the Ace of Cups reversed. So there is this feeling of feeling trapped because of a person or because of the past. I like that she's like releasing all these butterflies, and that is something you do. I do feel so. What is supposed to be yours will be yours. Will come back like a boomerang. Yeah. The circle is ending, and your higher self is trying to tell you that what you're longing for is a little bit further away, but this is what you should go after. Believe in magic. Yeah, just take the time. It's a magical month that brings you a lot of opportunities, but you need to read the stress, or what is causing stress, what is causing you to actually be trapped. And I feel that is going to be it for you, Sagittarius. I hope you could use this. Let me know in a comment below. And if you are in need of a private reading, healing session, or removal of blocks, all information is down below. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.